Hi, today I want to introduce two projects, Ant and Maven common wrappers. Those tool wrappers allow leveraging Apache Ant and Apache Maven installations. So there is no expectation of having Ant or Maven installed on the user's machine in order to build a project. The concept is similar to the Gradle wrapper. Gradle is a build tool that takes the best out of Apache Ant and Apache Maven. Instead of using XML to write your project build file, you use a Groovy based DSL. So your build file is a Groovy file. And Gradle also has a wrapper that auto install and auto setup Gradle even if it's not already available on the user's machine. So let's see how it works by taking one of my small projects on GitHub. So let's clone that project and attempt to build it with the Gradle wrapper. Just make sure that I don't already have installed the wrapper. So let me delete that. If you look at the root of our project, we have the build file, build.gradle, a couple of plugins at the beginning, some metadata and a couple of variables, the repositories to resolve dependencies, the list of dependencies, a task called wrapper that will generate the wrapper and its supporting files. So let's go back to the shell and look at the files that we have. We have the build file here, the command line wrappers to Gradle, one for Unix and one for Windows. And then inside the wrapper subdirectory, we have a supporting jar file. So here I want to list the available tasks for this project. I'm not going to build the project, just list the available tasks. By running it, I'm expecting Gradle to be fetched from the internet, and then as soon as it's downloaded, I should be able to see the list of tasks available for this project. So it's fetching Gradle 1.6. I don't have a fast internet connection. Let's just wait a little bit. Sorry. So as soon as the download is complete, the wrapper will unpack Gradle 1.6 inside my home folder. So it will create a .gradle folder and then put Gradle 1.6 in that directory. As soon as it's done unpacking and setting file permissions, it will run the tasks target, so I should see the project's tasks. And that's pretty much about it. So we may not have had an existing Gradle installation, but we would still have been able to build the project on a different machine. So now let's see how that concept applies to the project that I want to talk to you about. A couple of months ago, maybe 1 or 2 months ago, I found a project called maven-wrapper on GitHub. Sadly, that project doesn't provide a Maven plugin, which means that I cannot reuse the maven-wrapper inside existing Maven projects or new Maven projects. So I forked that project and I kept the original name, so it's still called maven-wrapper. And because that Maven plugin is not available on Maven Central, we have to download it and install it on inside our local Maven cache. So let's clone the project from GitHub. And then we'll switch to the project folder, and then we'll install it to our local Maven cache. Okay, let's run again maven clean install. So this will compile the project, and then our Maven plugin will be available to other new or existing Maven projects. We'll create a new Maven project, and then we'll try to integrate our maven-wrapper plugin. Okay, so let's see how we would create a new Maven project. We are going to use a simple Maven archetype. So let's go up one folder, and let's generate a project that will be called number generator. Let's go back to the installation instructions. Now that we have a new Maven project, we'll reference our Maven plugin inside the project POM. Let's open pom.xml, and let's add a reference to our maven-wrapper plugin. Now that we have a reference to the plugin, we have a goal called wrapper available through the wrapper namespace. So let's try it. Let's switch first to our new project folder, and let's run maven-wrapper. Looks like everything went fine. So if we look at our root folder, we see that we have two files that got added, maven-w and maven-w.bat for Windows. And then we have a subfolder called Maven that contains a subfolder called wrapper. And inside that we have the supporting jar to auto-download Maven and install it. So let's try to use the maven-wrapper. So we run maven-w, and we'll try to run the install target. So it will fetch Maven 3.0.5. It will unpack it inside my .m2 folder, and then it will run the install Maven Go. Okay, so it looks like everything went fine. So now let's take a look at the other project called Apache Ant Wrapper. So the concept is similar to the Apache maven-wrapper. So we have a Maven project. We want to generate a wrapper so that people can use it without having a pre-existing installation. So we'll take a look at that project available on my GitHub page. So that project provides an Ant wrapper through an Apache Ant task. So let's first clone this project from GitHub. We'll copy the URL, and the same as before, we'll clone the project, and then we'll switch to the project directory. We have a simple build file. I'm not going to open it, but let's try to list existing Ant targets. So we have a clean target, a compile target, an init target, a jar target, and a wrapper target here. So let's run that. So at the root of our project, we have some new files: nw and w.bat, nw.command, a Windows support file for class path construction, and a subfolder called wrapper that contains the supporting files to fetch an Apache Ant installation, unpack it, and so on. So let's go back to the instructions. So we build the project, and then we also generated the wrapper. So let's try to use it. We run nw here because I'm under Linux. You would use nw.bat if you were on Windows. So here we run nw project help. So it's fetching Apache Ant 1.9.1 because that's the version of Apache Ant that are used to generate the wrapper. And then it looks like it works. Now let's see how we would integrate that project, that tool, basically inside a brand new Ant project. So we have two main options. We can copy the jar provided by that project inside Ant home lib, or we can put the Ant task at the root of our project and use a task def basically instruction to be able to resolve the wrapper. So if we look at how it would look like, you would create a new task def and specify the full class name. If you don't want to have the jar file inside Ant home lib, then we could create a new project and copy the Ant task jar file at the root of that new project and generate the wrapper. So let's create a dummy Ant project and let's attempt to use the wrapper. I'm just going to copy that entire build file here, and let's go up one folder. I will create a folder called Ant wrapper test, and we'll create a very simple build file, copy paste. I'm not going to use my global Ant installation. So I prefer to specify the wrapper inside a class path element. So let's go back to the shell. So here I will copy the generated Ant task from the Ant wrapper project. So we'll copy the jar file at the root of our new project. Let's go back to our build.xml. So we have a file called antwrapper001-snapshot.jar at the root of our project, and we want to generate the wrapper. The task that we'll run will be called generate wrapper, and that's the default target of our Apache Ant project. So let's go back to the shell and let's list the available targets. Let's generate a wrapper inside our brand new Apache Ant project. So we have a couple of supporting files at the root of this project: nw, nw.bat, nw.command, the Windows class path support file, and the wrapper supporting files. So let's see if we can run, let's say, project help here using the wrapper. And it looks like everything works just fine. So The Apache Ant and Apache Maven wrappers are very useful, and it's particularly interesting on build machines where you don't have full control over what is installed. So for one given project, you might use Apache Ant 1.6. On another project, you want to use the latest and greatest Ant. I think that the latest version is 1.9.1. And same goes for Maven. If I want to build your Maven project and I don't have an Apache Maven installation, that shouldn't be a showstopper. And if I'm on a build machine and I want to build projects using different versions of Maven, I shouldn't worry too much about how to set it up, how to configure environment variables, and so on. I hope that you found that presentation useful, and thank you for your time.